Nearly 800,000 people in Wisconsin are expected to travel this week for Memorial Day weekend. That's the biggest number we've seen in more than a decade. As more people hit the road, police are upping their patrols. Jonah Kaplan is live by I-43 with more on their safety push. Hey, Jonah.
Yeah, Katie, this week, of course, begins that click it or ticket campaign. If last year is any indication, Wisconsin really needs to listen up. Last year, 55,000 tickets handed out for seatbelt violations, and that's not even the worst stat. It's near the end of a long Sunday for the Haas family. Little Ryan needs to go to bed, but his parents won't rush the process of properly securing Ryan in his car seat.
There are a bunch of crazy drivers out there, and so if you're not careful, you're going to end up in a situation where if there's an accident, you don't want to be putting anybody at risk.
Haas knows he needs to put on his seatbelt too, because Ryan is watching.
He won't do anything unless we do it. So, absolutely, it's all about setting examples with all children.
Police officers will tell you that's also the example for all drivers and passengers of all ages. With Memorial Day fast approaching, Wisconsin DOT is once again warning drivers to click it or ticket. Not for fear of fines, but for fear for fatal injury. Last year, about half of all those killed in crashes were not wearing seatbelts.
You can't just say, well, I'm just not going to wear seatbelts because I've got airbags. They're designed to work together.
A recent AAA survey found 1 out of every 5 drivers admits to not wearing a seatbelt in the last month. 1 out of 7 admits to doing that more than once.
People drive around and walk around and live as if it's never going to happen to them. They're never going to be the one.
And get ready for a full blitz from the DOT. Messages like this one showing up on the highway: unbuckled 7 times more likely to die in a crash. There's also ads on TV and radio from a very famous driver in Wisconsin, Donald Driver. So the reminders are there. Now it's up to those drivers and passengers to listen. We are live here along I-43. Jonah Kaplan, today's TMJ4.
All right. Thanks, Jonah.